Now, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel G-Man Aviation. Now, in today's video, we will be checking out the brand new PMDG 777-300ER. Now, this is the newest product to the PMDG line. Of course, we remember we have the 737, all of the 737 lines. Of course, I have the 800 and the 600 of the lines, which is no longer on the main website. But we now see the new PMDG 777, and now we can hit this. It's for a lovely price of $77.73, a little bit like the name, but it is a very cool. Let's check out just the photos here before we hop into the simulator. You can see the beautiful tilted landing gear here, which will make for beautiful butter landings. And we got the lovely, of course, fully modeled, like beautiful, of course, nothing. It'll be all built on its own thing, unlike, the Captain Sim, which was a little quality, but not as big as this. So, you can see all these, the outside model and the inside physics, all of it has been redone and fixed with all these screens as well that actually do update based on your livery, which we'll check out later, and the different configs on all of it. You can see you got all of the things. So, before we waste too much time here, let's jump into the flight simulator and check out the plane itself. Now, here we are, spawned into the ground on this beautiful PMDG 777. As you can see the beautiful outside models with, of course, the extras like the ground service vehicles. You see the extra, all the cargo supplies here, and then the two beautifully new stairs that they have added in here for the 777. And we'll be checking out the cabin in a second, but first let's switch on into the cockpit. So now you can see, of course, very 777, no 747 anything in here. Of course, it knows it's a 777, unlike, the Captain Sim airplanes, but we can see all of the stuff here is beautifully modeled. Pretty much every switch here works. Of course, not the circuit breakers, because it's not the highest. If there was circuit breakers, it probably would have upped the price to a much higher price than the affordable $77, because honestly, for a plane this study level, it's not 77. It's actually not that much. We have pretty much everything modeled in here. You have just like little things like clipboards, and you have the new iPad that's now in all of the PMDG planes. So if you have a PMDG plane, you'll have this tablet here. You see all the avionics of the 777 is in here. Got this extra little screen down here that you use with the controls over here. See, we can change it to a hydraulic display. The checklists, the communications. You can also just have it mimic the nav display from up here. You can see all of the back seats here. It's a very big cockpit. You can see all of the sides. You even have the little extra sunshades on all of the windows pretty much, except the windshield, of course. But, oh, never mind. It is the windshield. I didn't even think that. So, yeah, you can actually move the sun visor for the windshield around. Like, this is how detailed this plane is, just how crazy it can be. But yeah, so yeah, apparently you do have a visor for the, and of course it's on both sides as well. Pretty much everything is mimicked from both sides. It's a perfect, so if you want to fly as a co-pilot, of course you can, with this camera mode as well. They do have a co-pilot camera mode, I believe. There is one that you just have to go through in the game camera. But you have this little satisfying pen here. And even as far as the windows, of course you have to pull back the clipboard, and you have all the sounds of the windows, which is just absolutely unnecessarily detailed. Very, very detailed cockpit for pretty much no reason. And you have all of this. You can see the planes taxiing around out there. But very, very cool. Very good modeled cockpit. You can, all of the switches work. You got reset the clock here. You have the mic thing, which won't do anything for us, but You can switch on the little map display, the little map light up here on the roof. Very nice, all very compatible, all interactable switches that you can now mess around with, which is definitely better if you want a better experience. You can of course see the trim things. You have the parking brake, and of course all the throttles look very beautiful. You can see all of them are very, very nicely detailed, and we can now check out the cabin. Of course, we can just open up the cockpit door here. We'll go into the drone camera. We'll check out the outside of the plane. Now, of course, we have our screens of the planes. This is the economy class here. You can see the very beautiful, very detailed plane cabin. You can even see the lights. I believe those do change with the lights that are on. So we'll just switch into the cockpit real quick. We'll put on the seatbelt signs. So yeah, now we have the seat. That is absolutely so crazily detailed. Like, look at that. You have the seatbelt signs that was off a minute ago. Now it's on because the seatbelt signs were on. So you can see all this very cool things. Now you see the IFEs. All of these screens are on. Have your beautiful windows here, and you can just keep going. You have about 3 levels of classes. You have the economy class, which has the design, and then you have the business class, very small business class, at least in this livery, and then you have the first class cabin, which of course looks very nice. You can see even you can't interact with this, but it is there. You can even see the exit here with the stairs and see how detailed that is. Pretty much everything in this plane is very nicely detailed, and that is just the crazy part of the 777 and pretty much all of PMDG's stuff. So enough talking about the inside of the plane. We'll just get this moving. We'll do a little bit of a flight test, so let's test that out here. So here we are on the runway of O'Hare. We're just gonna start off immediately here. Start taking off. You can hear the beautiful GB90 engines, the absolutely powerful engines, and you can see the flaps here are coming down. A little late, but we're gonna also skid off the runway. But as you can see here, a very beautiful design. We'll test out the physics here. Pretty slow takeoff roll, but I guess that's just because the plane is very heavy. You get takeoff right here. You see the beautiful landing here. Come up on the thing. Almost had a tail strike. Very, very, very close to the ground. And looking down at this beautiful landing here, but up with bay here. And just the plane is absolutely beautiful from the outside. It's very, very nice. Very nicely modeled. And what I feel like from the outside and it's very nice.
Traffic. Traffic.
We have traffic alerts. As you can see, that is also modeled very nicely along with terrain. You just put on the terrain display. You can now see the terrain.
Traffic.
We do have traffic in front of us. So you have
descend.
Ooh,
Descend.
Wow. Oh shoot, we should do that.
Maintain vertical speed.
I see them. Oh
Maintain.
God. Jesus Christ. Well, that was not supposed to be like really part of the video, but we are about to collide with this poor aircraft here. Oh, we both got it. Poor A320 almost hit us. Okay, we're okay. We're okay. So yeah, of course that is all very nicely modeled here. In the aircraft, we'll just turn off the auto throttle so I can manually control it. We are overspeeding a little bit now, but who cares about that? But right now the physics do actually feel really good. You feel like you have the delay of a big plane that you would have, and you can just feel all of the, it does take some time to move it, and it feels very realistic, and like it's not very just agile. It takes a good, it feels like you're like flying a heavy plane, which is very nice. So we can see everything looks very nice in here. This very nice test flight went pretty successfully. We'll go on, switch over to, we'll be testing out where this will probably go wrong. We'll be going to Saba, of course, the shortest runway in the world, and we'll be testing out this ginormous plane there. And I'm usually not good at landing at Saba anyway, so let's test it out and see how fun that'll be. So let's get into it. Alright, so here we are coming in to Saba with the 777. This is going to be an absolute fail of a landing. I can already tell from here. We are not going to do very good. We're basically already stalling out the plane, which you can fly this plane pretty slowly at we're at like 120 knots. Oh shoot, we're gonna go directly under. Oh, we're gonna undershoot it. No. Alright, we'll try that landing one more time. Alright, we are coming in very, very slow here to the landing again. I feel like this may not happen. We might make it. Of course, we have the terrain warnings going off at us. We are very, very close. We pretty much just have to stall this thing out directly onto the runway. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, oh god, yeah, we failed that. Yeah, we could definitely never have tried to land that just with my skills, but another thing is the brake is actually now glowing because we were stopping on the brakes. You can see that that's very red, and you can see in here it says, you can see we had a tail strike, tire pressure, and you can actually see if we go into the gear display, we can actually see that we popped all of the tires on our right side, so we probably would not want to take off again. But one last thing, while we are looking at the plane, we can check out the United livery, which is very nice, but on the internal IFE display for the passengers, you can see that they are in the United like kind of thing, which is very, very cool, because in the 737s that was never actually a thing. It wouldn't change based on the actual livery year, and so that is very cool. That's a feature of the new 777. Now, yeah, I would definitely highly recommend the PMDG 777. It's a very, very nice plane. Very, very study level, very nice plane. I will definitely be making a lot of videos in the next few days here on different airports and landing challenges, and we will definitely be including the 777 for those tests. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Once again, I very, very nice to have this plane, and thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day.